Assalamualaikum and good day grade 11 students. Welcome to our asynchronous class on statistics and probability, the chapter or quarter 3. So last meeting or during our last meeting on our face-to-face classes, we already discussed about the measures of dispersion, which is measured by getting the range, the variance, and the standard deviation, and also the coefficient of variation. So those four are the measurements or measures for us to get the dispersions of our data. So now our topic will be connected with that topic, which is on our previous topic, we measures the dispersion or the scatteredness of the data that we have. Now, we have to tackle, or this discussion is about the measures of position for ungrouped data. So we will now go to the measurements or the measures of position for our ungrouped data. So if we talked about ungrouped data, we are talking about samples, right? So we are now, or the ungrouped data that we are talking about is the datas or the datas that we have that are presented by samples only. So what are these measures of position, or how can we measure the position of these following datas that we have? So by definition, measures of position or a measure of position determines the position of a single value in relation to other values in a sample or population. So this is measured by getting the quartile, the decile, and the percentile. So these three subtopics here, the quartile, decile, and percentile, these are the topics that will help us determine the positions of the values or of the values of our sample or a population that we have, or the ungrouped data that we have. So we have first the quartiles. From the word quart or quarter, which is 4, our data will be divided into 4. So quartiles are the values that divide into 4 equal parts. So for example, here we have 1 to 11 numbers, and we will get the measure or the position of the Q1, which is the lower quartile. The second one, the Q2, which is the middle quartile or the median. The upper quartile denoted as Q3. So as you can see there, we have 4 different groups of or equal parts of our data. From 1 to 3, that is the numbers which is included or the lower part. Then the second part is the 4, 5, and 6. Then 7, 8, 9, that is the third middle. And the 9, 10, 11, which is the fourth part. So how can we get or solve the quartile or the quarter position of this particular data? And how did we get the 3 here as Q1, 6 here as Q2, and 9 as Q3? So let us proceed to what we call the Mendenhall-Sinkich method and the linear interpolation. But we will only use this Mendenhall and Sinkich method. We will not go further in the linear interpolation. So now we have quartiles using Mendenhall and Sinkich method. So we have these rules. So to compute the quartile 1 or the Q1 or the lower quartile, as we say, so 0.25 quantity n plus 1. So that is our formula, which is n there is the numbers of the sample that we have. So if lower quartile Q1 falls halfway between 2 integers, for example, there is 2 and 3, and our Q1 falls in between the number 2 and 3, so we have to round up the answer. So meaning it's either if if, like for example, 2 and 3, and then the answer there is we have 2.3 or 2.4 or 2.5. No, halfway between, so 2.5. If we have 2.5 there, we will always round up the number. Okay? So the quartile 2 or the Q2 median, which is we have 0.5 quantity and plus 1, and Q3, the upper quartile, we have 0.75 quantity and plus 1. So if upper quartile or the Q3 falls halfway between two integers, round down the answer. So for example, if our quartile here, so meron tayong example dito yung sa 1 up to 11 natin, yung Q3, like ang Q3 natin is in between 9 and 10 or 9.5, we always, kung sa Q3 tayo, we will always round down. And if doon tayo sa lower quartile, if 2 and 3, halfway in between, kung yung Q1 is the answer na 2.5, we will always round up. So just remember or take note, if Q1 falls under the middle or halfway of the integer, we always have to round up. While on the Q3 here, if the integer falls in halfway between the numbers, we always have to round down the answer. So please take note of this one. Get your activity notebook or any notebook that you have so you can take note all of the topics or all of the discussions that I will be giving you. So, and also your teacher will check your notebook after or during our face-to-face classes. Okay? So next we have, so that is n, which is the total number of our data. So example, find the quartiles of the scores of 7 students in their 20-item math quiz. Given the data set, we have 4, 8, 12, 15, 2, 7, 20, 5, 9, 18, 16, 6, and 10. So first step, since we have 20, we have how many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 data there. So first step is that we have to arrange the datas or the ungrouped datas that we have from smallest to largest numbers. So meaning we will arrange the numbers ascending. Okay, so ascending arrangement. So we have the smallest is we have the 2 and the largest score is 20. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 18, and 20. So we have n is equals to 13. So the number of our data here or the samples here is equal to 13. So how do we get the Q1, lower quartile? So take note, please. Please you get your pen and notebook so you can take all the notes that I am going to discuss here. Para hindi naman masayang ang laway ko dito, no? Okay, so yung Q1 natin, paano natin makuha? Yung formula natin kanina, pag Q1, ang i-multiply natin is 0.25. Siya yung nasa pinakaunang quartile or unang position ng ating quartile. So 0.25 multiplied by n plus 1 or quantity n plus 1. So we have 13. The n here is 13. So we have 13 plus 1, we have 14 as the answer. Then multiplied by 0.25, that is, we have 3.5. So always remember, we have Q1. Kung si Q1 daw natin falls under, in between, or halfway between the integers 3 and 4, like, ang halfway between nila is 3.5. So yun yung answer natin, right? So pag quartile 1, pag may 0.5 ang answer natin, ano gagawin? We have to always round up pag Q1 siya. So the final answer is equal to 4. Anong magiging answer natin? Si 4 ba na number na nandoon? Excuse me. Let's get a pen here. Ito ba magiging answer? Hindi. Since we are talking about measures of position, no? Yung 4 dyan is the position of the number that we will get. So, meaning, ang kukunin daw natin is yung nasa 4th position. So, the lower quartile is in the 4th data. So, meaning, ang answer natin sa Q1 is hindi equal to 4, kundi yung 4 is nag-determine lang sa atin kung saan nakaposisyon ang ating Q1. So, bibilangin natin na 4 siya. So, 1. Dito tayo magsimula sa sa 2. So, yan yung first is yung 2, then 4, then 5, then 6. So, the fourth data or the Q1 natin is 4, which is equal to 6. So, now we will proceed to how do we get the Q2 or the median of our data. So, ang median is simply multiply by 0.5 and quantity and plus 1. Same process. Then we have 13 plus 1 is equals to 14 multiplied by 0.5 then is equal to 7. So the median is the 7th data. So our 7th data there, if we count from 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ang pang-pito natin na data is 9. So the answer is our Q2 is equals to 9. So next we have the Q3 or that is what we call the upper quartile. The Q1 is the lower quartile and the Q3 is our upper quartile. So 0.75 is the formula of our upper quartile. 0.75 multiplied or quantity and plus 1. So 0.75 multiplied by 14, we have 10.5. Always remember, pag Q3, if it falls under or halfway between integers, which is 10 and 11, that is 10.5. Diba? Halfway niya. Always remember to round down. Ang Q1, we will always round up. And Q3 is always natin siya i-round down. So, the upper quartile is the 10th or the 10th data, which is equal to 15. Siya yung ika-10. 15 ang ating answer doon sa Q3. Okay, sana nagigets ninyo at sana nakikinig talaga kayo, no? Sayang ang aking effort na pag-video ko dito. Okay. Next, we have determining the position or the measure of position of our data using the decile. Okay, decile from the word decimal, which is 10, no? Yung kanina, quartile, we have 4. And decile are the values that divided into 10 equal parts. So, i-divide lang natin into 10 equal parts ang ating data dyan. We have what we call denoted as D1, D2 hanggang D9. Kasi diba, ang una nating measure is from 0 to 10%. Yan yung isa. Tapos, hanggang doon sa 100%, yan yung D10 natin, which is necessary to get. Doon na tayo sa D9. Yun yung pinaka-last. So, kanina, yung quartile natin is denoted by Q. Tapos, merong sub-number. Tapos, yung decile natin is D. Okay? To compute the position of the decile, use the formula. We have D sub K is equal to K over 10 quantity N plus 1. So, kanina, ang gi-multiply natin is yung quartile 1, 0.25, quartile 2, 0.5, tapos yung quartile 3 natin is 0.75, multiplied or quantity of N plus 1. So, ngayon naman, we have to get first yung K natin, which is yung hahanapin na position, tapos over 10, multiply or quantity N plus 1, which is our N is the numbers of the sample or the population that we have. The K is the position of the deciles, and N is the total number of data. Okay, so we have an example here. A researcher collects data on the number of siblings of senior high school students in Jose Abad Santos Senior High School, and his study yields the following. So we have this data. We have 3, 1, 6, 4, 4, 10, 9, 3, 9, 5, 4, 2, 7, and 8. So, hahanapin daw natin or we will find this D3, D6, and D8. So, now we have first, una natin gagawin or the first step that we have to do is to arrange our sample or our ungrouped data from smallest to largest or into an ascending position. So we have 1, 2, 3, 3. We have two data which is 3. Tapos dalawa din yung 4, isang 5, then 6, 8, then dalawang 9, and 10. Which is a total of n is equals to 13. So we have 13 data. Una, so D3. Ang formula natin nandito sa gilid, which is eto. So D sub k is equal to k over 10. Ito natin. Ito yung susundan natin na formula. So meron tayong D sub 3, which is yung k natin is 3. Tapos over 10. Tapos yung n natin is 13. So 13 plus 1 is equals to 14. Tapos multiply mo lang siya sa 3 over 10. So meron tayong 4.2. 4.2, which is pag yung decimal point natin is below 5, we have to round down or i-round off natin siya, remain yung magiging number. Right? So, yung rules ng rounding off, yun yung susundin natin. Kanina, sa quartile, di ba sa quartile 1, kung halfway between, mag-round up tayo. Sa quartile 3 naman, pag halfway between 5, like for example 5 siya, yung point niya, magra-round down tayo. Iba naman yung case natin dito sa decile. Yung decile natin, ang ating susundin na round off na rules is yung rules talaga na pag-round off. Like for example, meron tayong decimal point na 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ang mangyayari is mag-stay the same or stay in the whole number yung or dun sa right side, left side pala ng number ang ating magre-remain siya dun sa number. Like for example, 4.2 magiging 4 lang siya. Tapos for example, kung magiging 4.5 siya, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 1. Yun yung rules sa pag-round off, sa normal na rules. So kanina iba yung rules sa quartile, iba din yung dito sa decile. So, ang D3 natin is 4. Tama? So, ano yung pang-fourth number doon sa ating data? Kasi yung 4 natin is the position of our data. Right? So, ano daw? Sino daw? Yung pang-apat doon sa ating data, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, meron tayong 3. So, our D3 is equals to 3. Next, we have D6. Just follow the formula. We have the K, which is 6, and N is stay as 13. So, we have 14 times 6 over 10. So, we have 8.4. Napansin nyo na 8.4 siya, meaning stay po tayo, hindi tayo mag-add 1. So, magiging 8. So, yung pang-8 natin na data, yun yung D6 natin. Yung D6, which is equal to 6. Okay? So, in the 8 positions, position of our data is 6. Number 6. Same with the 8. Just follow the formula and we fall into the 11.2 na answer. So, yung pang-11 daw na number dyan sa ating data, yan yung D8 natin. So, meaning, ang answer natin is 9. Bibilangin mo lang. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ano yung pang-11? Yan yung 9. So, D8 is yung 9 na number. So now we have to go to percentile. Yung kanina sa quartile, 4 na equal parts. Yung decile, we have 10 equal parts. And guess what? Percentile is 100 equal parts of the data. Since we are talking about percent, so parang noted na 100, no? 100% yung whole niya. Percentiles are the values that divide into 100 equal parts. So, denoted as P sub K, which is K is the sub number natin. Like for example, yun yung hahanapin natin. Okay, to compute the position of percentile, use the formula, this one, P sub K is equal to K over 100 multiplied by N plus 1. So, yung sa quartile natin, ano nga yun? 0.25 multiplied by N plus 1. Yung sa quartile 2, 0.5 multiplied by N plus 1. Yung quartile 3, 0.75 multiplied by N plus 1. Yung sa decile naman natin, magmamatter sa K over 10. Kasi decile man, 10. So, K over 10, tapos multiplied by N plus 1 ulit. Dito naman sa percentile, ang K natin, yung position niya yung nahanap, over yung 100. Kasi 100 yung percentile. N plus 1. Okay, so we have an example here. The following are scores in statistics test. 2, 3, 18, 20, 6, 5, 15, 12, 10, and 8. So, find the value corresponding to the 34th percentile. So, sino yung yung 34th percentile daw? Okay, so first step, once again, parehas lang doon sa paghanap ng ating quartile and ng ating decile, i-arrange natin yung ating data from lowest to greatest. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, and 20. So we have a sample here, n is equals to 10. Okay, ulit. So, we have here the formula. We'll just have to follow. Yung hinahanap natin, find the value of corresponding to the 34th percentile. Yung 34th percentile na dyan is yan yung hahanapin. Okay? So, yun yung magiging K natin dito. So, yung K natin is 34, then over 100, just follow the formula. We have 10 plus 1, 11, tapos 11 times 34, divided by 100, that is 3.74. So, yung 3.74, magpa-follow lang tayo on how to round off decimal points. So, 3.74, which is approximately equal to 4. And, meaning, yung 34th percentile natin is yung pang-apat na posisyon doon sa ating data, which is P34 is equal to 6. We have 2, 3, 5, then yung pang-apat, yung 6. Okay? Next, we have percentile rank. So, the percentile rank, ito yung other na pagkuha. Diba kanina, kinuha na given yung 34th percentile. Dito naman sa percentile rank, siya yung hahanapin, yung X percentile. So, kabaliktaran naman ito doon sa ating formula kanina. So, the percentile corresponding to a given value X is computed by using the formula. Percentile rank is denoted as X. So, numbers of values below X plus 0.5 over N, yung N natin is yung numbers of data, multiplied by 100. Okay, we'll get this example. So, find the percentile rank. Yung kanina, given yung percentile rank. So, yung 34th percentile. Dito naman, hindi siya binigay. Ang tinanong, find the percentile rank of a test score of 38 in the data set 42, 33, 38, 30, 27, 40, and 49. Kung pang ilan daw na rank si 38 na number dito sa data mo. So, una natin gagawin is i-arrange natin yung data from lowest to highest or into ascending order. So, we have 27, 30, 33, 38, and 40, 42, tapos 49. So, meron tayong 7 datas there. So, pang ilan daw si 38? Anong percentile rank niya dyan? Yung P over PK natin. Yun yung hahanapin natin doon. Okay, so we have the formula, yung percentile rank, which is equals to X. Tapos, number of values below. Below yan ha, below X. Tapos plus 0.5 over N multiplied by 10. So, yung percentile rank natin si 38, yung hinahanap. Tama. So, ilang numbers, or di ba, yung sa formula is number of values below X. So, we have here, oopsie. So, yung hahanapin natin kung ano daw yung percentile rank ni 38. Like, for example, si 38, meron ang formula natin, number of values below X. Yung X natin si 38. So, ilang numbers ang nauna kay 38? So, we have 1, 2, 3. So, meron tayong 3 dito. That's why may 3 tayo dyan. Tapos, plus 0.5, just follow the formula. Yung N natin is equals to 7. Tapos, multiplied by 100. Using your calculator, we get the answer. Pangilan si 38? We get the answer. So, the percentile rank of a test score of 38 is 50%. So, meaning, si 38 dyan is pang P50 or P sub 50. Pang 50% siya. Okay? Okay, next example. Itong example na to is illustrate how to find the value of corresponding to the given percentile. So, eto yung pinakauna, given naman yung percentile niya. Okay? So, the following are scores in a statistic test. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Ito yung kanina. Tapos, i-arrange mo muna yung numbers from 2 hanggang 20. Percentile over 100, yung K natin yan yung K, which is the 25, tapos 25 over 100, we have N is equals to 10, dahil 10 yung data natin. Which is equivalent to 3. Yung pang-tatlo na data, or the position 3, is yung 5. Okay, so that would be all. Thank you for listening. I hope this video finds you well, and also you enjoyed or you have learned a lot on this. Thank you very much.